Wow, this is how I. Sorry, it's quite a little slow for my audio. Let's see. I'm gonna put a negative 20. All right. On towards some YouTube. All right. Just to give you a little brief. Testing out with the audio, and now something I'm actually gonna do a little post. Whoa. I mean, I'm just kind of looking at Discord and then giving them something to give away here. Anyways, yeah, back on YouTube, and I've been kind of way out for this like event that actually is already been finished, and doing a little bit of waiting for some of the acts. So, hello, welcome to some of the streams that I'll be doing around YouTube, and for this event that everybody has been talking about and has been kind of like waiting out for some of this event that is happening right now, talk about. Sometimes they have to discuss about it. It's one of the most truly expressive. Oh god, it's hard for me to say this. Of this event that is coming around just to see how this the world quest goes is still, or just the flagship quest that is actually has been going around, and just have an emotional feeling about this is the Trixie of Fantasy Adventure event. So not sure about that, but I have seen about these acts around there, although it will take a lot of days to weigh out, and I've been waiting for some of them. So I think there are like 1 to 3 events. So I'm probably gonna be doing those. After that, some of the secondary events around it. So I got to see some of the guides here. And before I'm gonna start doing this event, I just want to open this game up, and there was actually a past event that people has been doing this one for a daily, which is called the Graphic Advisor Technology Expert Logs, which I'm gonna be showing about it. I don't feel like I want to do that in the stream, and I noticed that people has been kind of talking about it. Say it's a sucky event, but it's actually a Lucy event for those who want to collect some photos all over the Tibet, and then just to like give it something to grind off for. So, I guess I'm actually gonna show up for this one since there was actually a waypoint to talk to Lady Pello. So, I'm gonna like give you a little a scene for this event. I don't know. Is that my audio back there? Yeah, I just kind of muted the audio, so I'm just gonna like show this event from the scene. So if you want to see it, here it is. Here's a full thing about the graphic advisor technology. Although it has some voice cutscenes around here, so I'm just gonna like play out to you.
Snappity snap, printy printy printy, stackity stack stack stack. Whoa, those two are kind of big deals. Hey, you two! Can I take your picture?
Huh? Does she mean us? Why does she want our picture? Guess we better get used to the celebrity treatment, huh? Can't blame the fans for wanting a photo of their heroes. But if this is for anything besides your own personal use, then we're legally allowed to charge you. Wait, what would they call it here? An appearance fee? Photo shoot fee?
Absolutely! It's just an honor to be able to photograph the Ace Adventurer duo. How does 1.5 million Mora sound?
Sure, that sounds fine! Hold up, how much did you say again? 1.5 million? Did Paimon hear that right? That's a lot of Mora for just one photograph. Maybe a little too much. Are we really worth all that?
You guys are overreacting! This measly 1.5 mil is just the start. If you're interested in working with me as a photographer, you could potentially be taking home anywhere up to 9 figures. Snap some snaps and stack those stacks.
9 figures? That's... wait. Every 1,000 is 3 figures, plus 1 for the 1, so 1 million, that's 7, plus 2 is 10 million? 100 million? 100 million?! Yeah, this all sounds too crazy even for Paimon to fall for it. What kind of racket are you running here? You planning on flashing a couple of famous faces to con innocent people?
Con innocent people? You took the words right out of my mouth. But you got it back to front. My goal here is to rid Thoughout of everyone out there who's trying to con innocent people. Help me out, and there'll be a big bonus in it for you.
Whoa, back up a little. Seems you skipped a couple of steps. How did you get from photography to crime fighting?
Well, it all has to do with an important problem in law enforcement that often gets overlooked. Target recognition. Common sense says that if Gardamex want to fight crime, the first thing they need to do is identify who's a criminal and who isn't, right? But what happens when a Gardamex mistakes an honest citizen for a criminal, or sees someone brandishing a weapon in public but fails to flag them as a potential threat? Then you've got a huge problem. Think of the poor fisherman whose fishing rod gets mistaken for a spear, or the crafty crook who carries around a metal pipe to club his victims with, but dismissed as a regular plumber.
Okay, fair enough. You're kind of making sense now.
Great. Okay, so let's say I disguise myself as a cat, or a dog, or a finch, or a pigeon, or maybe even a blubber beast, because why the heck not? So I'm walking around the city streets like an escaped amusement park employee, and a Gardamex sees me. How do you think it would respond?
Oh, that's cheating! A Gardamex not gonna do anything to some cute little critter. Also, what kind of blubber beast would even want to come to the city anyway?
Bingo! Right answer. Gardamex are incapable of registering cats, dogs, finches, pigeons, and, of course, blubber beasts as potential targets. Their image recognition system actually ignores them completely. It is actually fairly logical if you think about it. Removing all the near-zero risk entities from the target database boosts performance in most situations. But here's a quote from a recent report in the Steambird. Several keen-eyed thieves who noticed a flaw in the Gardamex detection systems disguised themselves as blubber beasts during the commission of their crimes. Completely blind to the would-be blubber beasts, the Gardamex made no attempt to intervene in the thefts committed by the gang.
Wait, so this actually happened? And the Gardamex really didn't catch them? Okay, that's pretty gutsy, but also kinda horrifying. What if they get bored of petty theft and move on to something even worse? They could get away with anything.
Exactly! And that's why we have to fight these criminals in the domain of technology. It's turned into an ongoing tug-of-war between their disguises and our image recognition capabilities. And I, Lapine Pauline, specialist in graph adversarial technology, am determined to do my part towards a crime-free future for Fontaine. Currently, I'm in the process of collecting sample images. Once I have a large enough pool, I'll use that to develop a simple but powerful and highly accurate image recognition algorithm that runs on a small graphical processing module. Any clockwork mecha installed with this module will instantly be able to recognize people wearing disguises and accurately assess the criminal threat they pose. And, if all goes to plan, the Palais Mermonia will jump at the chance to have these installed on every Gardamek in the city. It's the business opportunity of a lifetime.
Paimon's getting deja vu. Let me guess, you're a homebody researcher who prefers to stick to the city, limiting your potential sample size. And the reason you want to work with us is because we can go out into the wild and help you get all the other photos you need, right?
Wow! Right again! Down to the last detail. It sounds like the Ace Adventurer duo has seen it all before. What do you say? Join my project, become a graph adversarial technology specialist, and together we can expose every costume defender in Fontaine. Crucially, with your help, we can build a solid graph adversarial tech pipeline and take Fontaine's technology and law enforcement capabilities to the next level. Everybody wins.
This does sound like it's for a good cause. Forget tomorrow. We can't stand by and do nothing. There are criminals out there giving Blubber Beast a bad name, and that's something Paimon won't stand for!
Great! And just like that, welcome to the team. Okay, take this. It's an image recognition sample collector. It contains recording and analysis equipment that I designed myself, and comes complete with a user guide. I've already looked through lots of images from all over to determine the key features of the samples I'd like to collect. All you need to do is work your way through the guide, get the pictures, and bring them back to me. Simple. Let's get this show on the road, everyone. We must win the tug of war against evildoers and score some big-ticket orders from the Palais Mermonia.
Okay, all of these events are just doing a lot of exchange, doing and following. That's what I usually did. Although I was quite a lot late for doing that. Anyways, that's mostly it. Alright, let me just put all the audio back. Alright. Alright. Okay, audio check. So, yeah. So I'm gonna meet, Lepene Bullen. So, if anything that she has to discuss about the ending of the event, there's Sherlock. So, yeah, this is something that I had to continue with this one. Since the event has been over, so I'm gonna have to see what she has to say.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte? What could she want with Lapine Pauline?
Pretty please with the cherry on top, Charlotte. Journalist extraordinaire. Please tell me you're joking. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it? It has to be. I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of begdom.
Okay.
Okay. I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big-ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author, written in the style of a true story.
Oh, Paimon sees what happened here. Sounds like the report Lapine Pauline read in the Steambird wasn't in the news section after all.
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went to Maison Gardiennage for advice. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including, one phantom blubber beast, a titanic red-crowned finch, and a specter man. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it, and investing so much Mora for nothing.
Uh-oh. So Lapine Pauline's whole research project is based on a fictional story? Which means we're not gonna get a big bonus after all. But more importantly, she's gonna lose everything she's invested.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She told me about your collaboration. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. I unfortunately had to dash her hopes, and I'm afraid all your hard work was in vain too. She's desperately trying to find a way to rescue the project and get you the Mora you're due. I've tried to let her down gently, but she's finding it all very hard to accept.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Maison Gardiennage only had Fontaine's best interest in mind.
Both. Everything is misunderstanding.
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamek's armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold you up at the Maison Gardiennage for a few days before letting you out, and then you'd still have to repay your debts. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be?
270,000 Mora.
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project, and now I'm left with nothing. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day. My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. I think I know a way for you to turn this around. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection. It's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high-fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? The rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered.
Really?
Absolutely. I've been working as a journalist for the Steambird for a long time now. No one understands the issues we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show your invention to all my colleagues to drum up interest in your product.
I can't believe it! If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big-ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still in the cards. Oh, maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way, I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry.
Come on, stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense in putting all your eggs in one basket before things are even off the ground.
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? She just ran off. Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes, and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Star journalist in the weekly.
Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, it's sure to capture some amazing sights.
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. No bonus, no biggie. This makes everything worth it.
You're welcome. I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's a compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback. Let's hope we don't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future.
Alright, this gear, which has specialized lagoon lens. After Charlotte activate the gear, you can affect the farming or instantly. Okay, this is a part of the gadget. I'll probably start toying with it. So that's all for the Graphic Ambassador Technology Express cutscene. I just don't quite want to show this one up. Oh, what am I putting here? So let's see how this new toy works. Just give me a couple of minutes to like try this out. Alright, see to me is out of ordinary. Nothing fancy about it. Quick gadget for your shortcut. The camera special. Oh, it's only for the camera special. Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can actually do some equipping. Equip that. Where's my special camera? Yes, this special zooming I use. So I'm gonna see how the zooming works. Alright, CDB is out of ordinary camera. You can actually zoom in or out like this. Alright. So I guess that's it for that Vosen event. Although I was quite a little late to get to Primogems, so I was kind of slacking up to do some map largely. Doing 100% of all the areas. I did collect a lot of resins or some whatever they used to call hydrolysis. I forgot. So I just need a couple of few minutes to like get set up before starting the event here. Since the event is now on day 11 and I haven't picked many of the options to start the event, so I've been kind of postponing or just went away for doing other stuff. There's Fernet. Was it the Ferminute? Yeah, Ferminute. Although I haven't got him around my party, so let's see. Where's Ferminute? I haven't got him. So probably I will get him to the once I done with his event style. So I want to see how he plays out. Anyways, just gonna be pausing around here. Just open the tabs. And noticing that my bitrate is still slow. I haven't been fixing many of my OBS issues for a while. And besides, feel free to even want to talk. Although I will keep myself open and see what type of posts they are asking about. Anyways, it's Wednesday. Yay. And every time that Wednesday I'm off, I'll just kind of chill and just be taking a little rest right now. And then just do a little streaming. Yeah, that's it. And last thing for sure that I will be doing some like multi-streaming this in a minute. It's my channel. Okay, audio set. Try to bye. Let's see if anything goes wrong with like happens around the stream or something that happens to my OBS that kind of like slowing my progress down. I'll just let you know around my posts. Even though my post was quite a little slow. I don't know which is which. I can't even tell which one is the right channel or not. I'm always get confused on which is the one I usually open up and the other one that I usually uh on of with the stream or not. This is kind of confusing. Hold on, did I get the wrong one? That's surely. Okay. Okay. Alright. Technical issue, technical error around the OBS. So we're gonna start in a minute now. So let's go to the quest side. Got 11 days. So head over to this beach side around the ocean. I have not unlocked any weapons. I haven't unlocked any weapons around that site. There's some guys that had to kind of open up because I don't know anything about like this puzzle events. So if anything happens that I've been mischecking or anything, I can now I'll have to make sure that I have to go through it again. Alright, let's begin. Let's begin the event. I think I missed out for doing a fishing event.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
We received your commission request.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally. Someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of mora.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run. So
you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales.
no, we already told you that we're adventurers.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
What, water imps?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie. The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A child eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance. Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them all. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have any incurring evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Irenaeus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fisheps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
We'll go check it out.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Right. The water in danger, part 1. So, where were I supposed to meet out here? Oh, on the corner of this area. Also, I'm getting confused about my tabs. Also, it's also live on Twitch if you want to check it out. So you can actually just also, no mild spoilers ahead, though I just see much of the scene that everyone is posting it.
Is this the stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
The footprint extended all the way into the water.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait! Did you hear something just now?
Got this noise and heard it coming from the water. That noise grew louder and louder until something emerged with a loud splash.
What is that? Don't come any closer!
Paimon? Traveler?
For a minute?
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Removes his diving helmet.
Fremine!
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We investigated the water imp called the Thelxies.
Thelxie, you say?
Thelxie?
How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
Then could you tell me about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order. I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremine, you never take commissions from other people!
Yeah, but, she made a special request. But out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it. It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, She might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
Ferdinand nodded slightly, and you thought you lost thoughts after you told him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly he breathed catch in his throat.
I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
Huh? So that's how it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just fermented preparing for another day of work.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Don't worry about it. It was just a misunderstanding. Yeah, we'll be happy to help if there's anything we can do.
Thank you.
Actually, how much work do you still have left, Fremine? Maybe we could lend you a hand.
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah. We're just really experiencing in kinds of things, that's all.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Palmer's right.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there. I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie! Are you there? So that's Fremine's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
So can Thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me. Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck. Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately.
Oh no.
I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
I'll give it a try.
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
So, anyways, this is actually a puzzle mechanic to just to go straight forward. Kind of reminds me of fun like Ali Ali from Hawker Stairwell. So, it's just doing some connection motherboards. Okay. So after you complete the second sentence, press the space bar. Big bug successful.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
More or less, we're pretty much expert now.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
What were the part of the sign language? Slog. Yeah, I mostly will not read most of them, so I'll just kind of look at some of the text. Some of the logs are something they have to modify. Alright. Dive into the water. In the meantime, I'm gonna keep using Traveler as a part of the story. Anyways, it's kind of warm outside. Though, I think the day is quite chilly right now. I couldn't say for sure. What am I supposed to say? Alright.
It should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Off of base.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
Oh wait, is that the short tutorial for doing some of the partner challenge? Probably like did this in awfully daily, perhaps. Hello, ma'am.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame d'Estray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame d'Estray. Are you Fremine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do you look like a fairy too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right? Simply put, parents came up with a story.
painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes. He told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
Lonely syndrome.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities. The syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Zelga plains, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow, shell, and coral, tending to sea animals during the day and singing between fields of golden tentacle during the night. Everyone lives carefree and blessed lives until the day of the emergence paradise, the important festivals during which the new king will be crowned. Before the festival, all the water imps would select the most precious apparels they own, wrapped in the gold branch and leaves, offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the paradise, the prince will cross the rainbow bridge and may from all of the offer shells and accept the crowns from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wish. And as for the prince's name, is known there Lex.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
The day of the Emerald's paradise comes as expected. A countless monster has arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into the water imp's heart. The water imps, attempted at seeing as they were, could not define themselves against the monsters. So the kingdom fell. The king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color, and crumbles away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything and could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sings out of loneliness, so could his songs, only to be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
So do you mean...
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide his fantasy.
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition... Here, you can take a look.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the Water Imp Prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Fremine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Fremine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! Paimon's starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Fremine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously. And the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight? Or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
We'll try my best. We got this.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zuria.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become anxious as well. I should be heading back right about now to check on my son. We temporarily moved to a place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zeria sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Mentally prepare ourselves for what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zeria that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know his illness really well.
Ah, so that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even... pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So, if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst-case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, we've seen all of kinds of strange and different things in life. You got a point. We'll give it some thoughts.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon has a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I have also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned was...
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Suddenly, Freeman pulls out the diving helmet and puts out his head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Well, I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
Now I want to try it on your helmet too.
Well, if that's in order.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's an order.
Hey, don't you still need time to work on Thelxie's weapon? We don't want to keep you from finishing your commission.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
Part 1 is complete, so it's like a 30-minute story quest. So that means I can actually do some... Oh, here comes the side note. I'm not sure what the sign language is for. So I'm going to do a lot of these activities. So I have plenty of time. Let me just check out. Wait for 2 days. So let me see what's in this, like the third log. Spend more time playing the transpositive. For not being able to give me a voice. But got plenty of time to do this, so guess I have to start figuring out to do some of the connections. So let's see. You can put two different circuits circulate individual in one debug process. Circuits starting point to endpoints will have the same colors. Alright. Begin. Alright, that's one. I got the second one. Wait, is that hold on. Oh, I didn't do the first one. The debug process breaking the seconds and breakdown well immediately conducted when you assign paths to the inducted switching of the corresponding colors. So I had to be smart to know what comes for the next debug. Alright, see what's in the next detail of the events. I like the theme of this. Alright, plan more to do some debugs. Alright, this is a tricky one, I think. I mean, this is one easy way. Six is a new record. Okay, after the debugging process has gone on for a while, you can use the debug manual to obtain clues about how to set the circumstance up. That is something I'll have to think a bit. Oh, hold on. I think that's because I've seen this before. The length is 13. When the sign pulls through the inductive switch of a special color, the branching path connection direction will change. You will repeatedly activate such an inductive switch this way. Okay. I see this through here. Next challenge. And this is a pause game of tough. Yeah. Stay on lanes. I'm trying to focus on the lanes. Got this one here. Okay. I think I know what to do. Alright, there we go. Oh man, this puzzle is getting challenging. Hmm. Oh, this one go first. And here. Hmm. Is that the end? I defeat the puzzle. Go distance scuba diving. Okay, when the Echo Con shell plays, it will play a possible indirect indecent glowy location on your minimap, and your field of view. Collect the redesigned numbers of the glorious to complete the challenge. Some of the materials that requires a Shinukonic. All these permanent burial ability to collect. So I kind of get this. A net? Illegal net. Not sure that's part of the fight. And towards the next location. Should have that diving animation on. bite. Alright, this is all in full speed run for this event. You don't need to grab all of it. So I'm gonna check out and collect some rewards. So just gonna get back to the camp. And probably I'll be waiting for the next 2 days. Here.
Is your child feeling any better?
Thank you for your concern, Fremine. His condition is fairly stable. The family doctor said we might be able to take him out for a stroll today.
Zuria, Fremine, we're here!
Seems like everyone's arrived now.
Not quite. Aren't we missing someone? But Paimon has a guess where he might be. Hey, Thelxie! Oh, Thelxie's got himself a sword and a shield now. He's looking sharp.
Indeed. With his weapons in hand, Thelxie looks more formidable than ever. You've really outdone yourself, Fremine.
We helped too.
Yes, you really had a good eye for materials. Everything you found was high quality. Speaking of which, Zuria just told me that she wants to end the adventure with the coronation ceremony. So, could I also trouble you with finding some materials for the crown? You can just keep an eye out for them on our way to the ruins. I was planning to collect the materials myself, but then I realized you might be able to find some prettier ones than what I could get my hands on.
Consider it done.
Seems like everything's ready to go. Shall we head out?
Please wait a moment. I was just thinking, since Thelxie has already shown us his brand new appearance, we may already be able to draw a new page in the picture book. What do you think?
Ooh, Paimon's excited now.
What should we draw on the page?
Why don't we use the story we know as a reference? Just make the atmosphere a bit less grim.
So we'll take out the sad parts and replace them with happier stuff? Sounds great to Paimon!
All right, I'll give it a try. I'm not very adept at drawing, but I've seen a lot of art during my work. Now, as far as the actual content of the drawing, please tell me what you'd like to see.
Let me think. We can draw the weapon. The prince has picked up the Sword of Courage and the Shield of Perseverance, which proves he has crossed the mire of doubt, and now is ready to wage war against the darkness.
Okay, I'll add the weapons. Anything else?
Paimon wants to give him some friends. Thelxie's got some friends by his side now, so he's no longer fighting alone.
Okay, I'll also draw some companions. Anything else?
Don't forget to add some colors.
Color. Ah, color, yes, that's really important. The road in front of him now will no longer be just grayscale, but bursting with color and hope. Who would have thought the page could have become so inspiring? How wonderful. Splendid ideas, everyone.
Great! Everyone looks super pumped up. Thelxie most of all.
Are you seeing this, my son? Are you feeling inspired by this as well?
I'm sure he is, Zarya. And this is still just the first page.
That's right! Paimon can't wait to see the picture book when it's all finished. We should finish it as soon as possible and keep up the belief and hope in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to look forward to it as well. So let's get the show on the road and head towards the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Yay! Thelxie's fantastic adventures begin now!
Part 2, the Prince Country. After some time after you arrive at the shore above the Water Kingdom of Water Imps. So continue on with the second part. So fine. I'm also having to check out my audio again.
Look! Those are materials that we can use for the crown, right? Let's get some for Fremine.
These should be enough. I knew you'd have a knack for finding the best materials. We shouldn't need anything else to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps.
That's the Kingdom of Water Imps.
Whoa! Is that the entrance to the underwater ruins ahead?
This is a part of the challenge event. Oh, am I gonna do this after like finish all the chapters? Okay. It's gonna bring along with Fira with the hopeful assistant here. Alright, let's just start this. Oh, it's hot here. I don't know why.
So these are the underwater ruins that Fremine found. They're pretty amazing, but still not exactly the kind that Paimon was imagining.
This is the Kingdom of Water Imps, Paimon, not ruins.
Oh, yeah, Paimon knows. It's just... Paimon thought we'd actually see a fairy tale world. Like with the Water Imps' colorful houses and the Rainbow Bridge.
I'm sorry. I was hoping to put up some decorations, but ran out of time to do it by myself.
It's okay. it's a fantasy time now.
Whoa, someone's already switched into fantasy mode.
Seems like the travelers already got the gist of things. You should do your best too, Paimon.
Don't underestimate Paimon. Paimon can flip the switch too. Now entering Paimon fantasy mode! Ahem. Young adventurers, 'tis Paimon, guardian goddess of this land. State your goals and intentions for visiting this nation.
We are the companions of Prince Thelxie, your Divine Highness. We have come to help him reclaim the glory that he has lost.
Oh, reclaiming your glory! Thy goddess here has golden glory, silver glory, and bronze glory. Which is it that the prince has lost?
Huh?
Do you break character, Paimon?
Not at all! This is the goddess's test! Ahem. From your responses, the goddess has concluded that you're all brave adventurers without the taint of greed in your hearts. As such, you are worthy of everyone's respect. So please accept the goddess's reward. The goddess will now bestow all 3 types of glory upon you. And as for this prince, the goddess will also bestow upon you the rainbow glory, so your future will always be filled with light.
My gratitude to your Divine Highness for such generous blessings. Power is now surging through every part of my body.
Me too. Is this the divine inspiration of legend?
All thanks to the power of Goddess, Paimon.
Ahem. Now, adventurers, forge bravely ahead and defeat the monsters that have taken over the kingdom. You will be sure to find that which you seek.
Okay, use the Princess Water Imps Champion to defeat the opportunity more easily after using the skills. Tracks must charge up before able to use it again.
Please be careful, brave adventurers. Just ahead are some evil enemies that have invaded the kingdom of waters. They are called... the Hilly Churls of the Deep.
Okay. I still haven't got to use the permanent.
Those accursed enemies are back again. Your Highness, please show them what you're made of.
Time to shine. The show begins. Incoming.
We're under attack again. It's a Lawitcher of the deep.
There's no need to fear, my friends. His Highness is so strong that even a Diviniture of the deep would pose no threat to him.
Witness my great undertaking. Getting here.
Speed of light. Hey!
Burst forth.
Come on. Need to charge.
Feel this ancient power.
Incoming. Come through. Kingdom of Water Imps?
Yes, it should now be time for us to attend Thelxie's coronation ceremony. The only thing is, I didn't expect this to go so smoothly. I thought it would have taken longer for us to reach the heart of the ruins. It was my mistake. I should have told Fremine earlier that we would also need a crown.
It's all because the Traveler and Goddess Paimon were too strong! We just eradicated all the monsters in one go!
It's okay, Zuria. We can come back again once I've made the crown.
Then I must thank all of you again for taking the time, and you too, Thelxie, my child.
Thelxie's turning out to be a real expert at fighting!
I don't think there's anything that will be able to stop him. He's like a true prince now.
Yes, I agree as well.
Let's head back to camp for now. I asked the Traveler to search for some materials on the way because I want to make the crown as soon as possible.
We can add an update to Thelxie's fantastic adventures as well! Now that we've reclaimed the Kingdom of Water Imps, it's time for us to draw some new scenes in the picture book!
So we could actually come back and do some like reward to go through with it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna read some of the
Zuria and Fremine?
guides.
Why don't we draw the new pages first? Paimon really wants to update the picture book.
You just want to see someone drawing a goddess Paimon.
Hey, you didn't have to say it out loud!
No problem. I'm happy to oblige. Then in that case, the story today should go something like this. After overcoming many obstacles, Prince Thelxie and his brave companions finally arrived at the entrance to the Kingdom of Water Imps. At this time, the little fairy in the group, Paimon, revealed her true goddess form to her companions.
Woohoo! The goddess has arrived! She praised the companions for their purity, and to reward them, she bestowed upon them many blessings, and even prayed that the prince would be able to fulfill his goal.
Bathed under the goddess's glory, the prince and his companions charged into the bastion of evil, chased away the monsters, and rescued the pretty water imps from their imprisonment. The prince finally managed to reclaim his kingdom. But as for the crown...
Oh no, the crown isn't ready yet!
No. The crown was within the prince's reach, but the monsters took it with them as they fled. They haven't given up and are sure to return, but the prince is certain to reclaim the crown the next time they fight. The brilliant rainbow shall descend onto the kingdom once more.
Oh, and Paimon can almost see it all happening now! Whoa, the pages are beautiful! Zuria is really talented at drawing.
Thank you, everyone. We've also completed the second page of the picture book now. Thelxie's journey is one step closer to its end, and the promised coronation. My child, you'll also be able to brighten up when that time comes, right?
I'm sure he will, Zuria. Who knows? Perhaps the doctor will already have some good news for you when you get back home today.
I sure hope so, Your Divine Highness. Oh, Fremine, about the time you'll need for the crown.
Please don't worry. One day should be more than enough.
Ah, then I must thank you for your hard work. All right, let's rendezvous here in another 2 days' time for our final adventure, okay?
Sounds good to me.
And see you in 2 days, my lovely friends.
Alright, it's about time we start heading off too. You've still got some work to do, right, Fremine?
Yeah, I'll need to go to the city shortly to get some parts for the base of the crown. I want to try out a few different designs and choose the one that looks the best.
Permanently really deceivable. Deceivable. Sorry. Permanently working really hard. Really dedicate. Okay.
Yeah, Paimon knew that you didn't often take commissions from others, but Paimon had no idea you'd be so dedicated once you're on the job.
Well, about that, it might be because...
Because what?
It's because... I hope...
What's the matter? And what's with that look on your face? You're turning red, and it looks like you're about to run away and put your helmet on again.
Am I turning red?
Don't treat Permanent Paimon.
Alright. We won't bother you anymore for today, Fremine. Let's see each other in 2 days' time.
Okay, thank you. See you in 2 days.
See you.
I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
And part 2, the Prince Country. So now I can do the very parallel swarms. So I guess we're gonna actually teleport there. Hold on. Was there any notification that I need to do? Wait until 2 days. I gotta check my the audio settings. Forgot about this music. Just in case that I need to add up back there. I forgot to kind of like, oh no. Oh no, did I miss something to put audio back there? I need to do some double checking. Because somehow like the audio always keep like something appear on it. I couldn't say for sure. I lost track of what to say. So this should be part of Alright, time to do some assistant, just doing some grinds. So I'll be waiting around for fun all day. Meanwhile, let's do some more speed runs. I haven't got a new task.
Everyone go in! Strike a pose! Hold the line! Share my knowledge! Positions! This dance is for you!
Care for a dance?
Another test subject.
The Temple of Wisdom! Time to shine! Covenant of the Dance with me!
Care for a dance?
All my dance with me! Here! Here!
I see through you. Don't be a killjoy.
Make yourselves at home!
You can't run.
The minor echoing song! World rebuild!
Don't be a killjoy.
This dance is for you! To the power of strength!
Another test subject.
Yeah! Sharing my knowledge! Hold the line! Let's move out! Let the world come on!
Dance with me!
Here!
Give an audience, won't you?
Everyone hold hands!
Alright, let's get this up.
All eyes on me. Hey! Dance with me! Time to shine!
Don't be a killjoy.
Alright, let's complete. I don't know if my audio is so loud. I had to kind of like get obtain the highest points. Well, in any case, I'll have to kind of continue doing those obtaining points in some other streams as well. Anyways, want to see some action? I'm going.
Solidify.
Illusion shattered!
Here you are. The process of elimination.
Let the world come alive!
This is order.
Now you shall perish! Time to shine!
Order guide you. Deflect.
There is no escape! May I present? Inazuma shines eternal!
I will have order. Yeah.
Let the world come alive! Now you shall perish!
The process of elimination. Order guide you. Stabilize.
Let my name echo in song! Shower you through! Inazuma shines eternal!
This is order.
Let the world come alive! Illusion shattered!
Here you are.
Well, not a good score. I haven't used a wonder. Alright, what to use?
Emerge, right now, right here.
That's following up. Come at the beat. Unsightly insects. Squall of fury. Search for it.
Come on out.
That's following orders.
Right now, emerge.
Coward. That's following up. Let the mighty be king today.
Right here.
Coward. The wind rises. That's following orders. Wretched vermin.
Right now. Right here.
Settle down.
I'm getting sick.
The time beckons.
Come to be! Witness a great undertaking!
Emerge right now.
Squall of Fury.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Fracture wings and raise a star. Right here, right now. Emerge. Nothing lasts forever.
Burst forth!
I'm getting
Silence!
Come to be! Wind rises! Bow your head! Feel this ancient power!
right here. Emerge.
Bow your head.
Target
Let the mighty be humble.
Right here.
Getting close to getting like 4,000 points. I'm gonna keep doing more searching here. Afterwards, I'll have to kind of come back and doing these points once I'm done with the doing the multiple challenge. Let's do more assist.
Time to shine.
Silence!
Torn to oblivion!
Let my name echo in song.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Now he shall perish!
Another test.
Let the world collide.
Shine down!
The times beckon. Another test.
Orders given. Orders received.
Time to shine. The show begins.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Let the mighty be humble.
Let my name echo in song.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Another test.
Torn to oblivion!
Settle down. The times beckon.
Let the world collide.
Oh. I think this is the highest points I got. What? Alright. Okay, this would be the last one.
same trick.
Shine down.
Let's begin. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Let my name echo in song!
There is no escape.
A moment, please.
Boing, boing, boom! La la la.
Have a same trick.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Let my name echo in song!
Away now.
I didn't mean to reach out to the large points. Alright, I'm gonna do this one last try, and this time I'm just gonna use a different phone.
Burst forth.
Book alive! Let the world collide!
A moment, please. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Buckle up.
Time to shine! The show begins!
Let's begin. Coming to be. Witness my great undertaking. Have a safe trip.
They're dead meat. Let's get it on.
Away now.
Let my name echo in song!
Coming to be.
Gloves off.
Stay cool. Face your guilt. Let's begin.
Let the world collide!
Moment of birth. Get a little chill.
Okay, close enough. Close enough to get to the high score. Still need to work with some of the areas.
Illusion shattered! Burst forth! Upon the gale! A new hunter! That's close enough!
There is no escape!
Feel this ancient power! Cry louder!
Be sanctified.
Shine down!
You are not the target pack. The wind rises. Search for it. Found it. Raise the star! Where do you think you're going? Illusion shattered!
Let the mighty be humble.
Your coming was foretold.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
The target pack. Coming to be.
Where do you think you're? The tide is beckoning.
Stretch your wings and raise the storm! Squall fury! Your coming was foretold. Know your place.
Settle down. You are not. Let the mighty be humble.
Torn to oblivion!
Your coming was foretold.
That's high school again. Oh well. I'll probably have to come back doing this. Right, I'm gonna pass through the days and continue on with some of the story of this scene. I'm speeding things up with the battle pass. One more collection. I'm only almost there for like 100 points. Alright, this will be the last stop for do this. I wonder how the things is doing. I should stay far back here. Ah, yeah.
Today's the final day of Thelxie's fantastic adventures. Let's go find Fremine at his camp.
I should do this one for the second part, just further away from the camp.
Hey, Fremine! Thelxie! We're here!
Hello, Paimon. Hello, traveler.
Is the crown ready?
Yes, we're just waiting for Zuria now. She hasn't arrived yet.
Then let's wait for her a little while. Or actually, maybe we can go find her. It's not too far from here anyway. Didn't she say she just lives on the hill over there?
Hey, traveler! Paimon!
Oh, and speaking of...
Found you two at long last. I'm so glad that you both are all right.
Huh? Why are you here, Miss Delaroche? And what could have happened to us?
What could have happened? That water imp Thelxie, of course. After I gave you that commission the other day, I began to get worried and went asking about the boy that went missing.
Oh, that? We've got it all figured out now. The boy you heard about was just Fremine. Even the missing fish was his fault. Don't worry, we'll help you get the fish back as soon as we're done with this job.
Oh, sorry about that. I've been diving in the area recently.
Huh? What, Fremine? Diving? No, that's not what happened at all. I've heard a completely different account. What I was told is that about a month ago, a child tied a bunch of heavy seashells onto his body and walked into this open stretch of water. He never came back. What could that be if not that water imp's work?
Are you sure?
100% sure. I've confirmed the account with several veteran fishermen I know. The child was only 8 years old. His name was Lescaut. Lescaut de Stray.
Wait, Lescaut de Stray?
Yeah, that's the name. They say the family took on the name after moving to the city from a place called Stray. Anyway, his mother is a pretty famous art dealer, while his father passed away from an accident many years ago. Well, naturally, his mother was devastated by the incident and fell terribly ill. It's said that she left the court of Fontaine, and no one knows where she's gone.
It can't be, right? Lescaut d'Estray? Zuria d'Estray? It must be some sort of a coincidence?
It seems like we need to pay a visit to the district house.
I'm sorry, miss. We've got to go check on something right now.
Oh, I see. Well, you go on ahead. I just came to make sure that you're both all right. I'll head back then. Please remember to take care.
Marvelous crown. Aye. Wait, how far is there? You know, I'm just gonna kind of like walk there. So I think this is the part that is something that comes into people's minds. Because I'm waiting for this.
Excuse us. Is anyone here? Is this Madame d'Estray's place?
Who are you? I have a patient here who needs quiet bed rest. Please leave us be unless you have anything urgent to report.
Who's the patient? Open the door in the benefit of silence. The man walks out.
This is the residence of Zuria d'Estray, and I'm Jala Khan, her family doctor. What did you mean by your question just now? Who else could be my patient?
Your patient should be Zuria's son, right? She told us herself that her son had contracted loneliness syndrome.
No, you're right. Young Master Lescaut did have that illness once upon a time, but well, the young master's no longer with us. And now the Madame has come down with the same illness. Are you her friends by any chance?
You informed the doctor of what happens in the past few days.
So, when she had requested time to go out over the past few days, it was so she could spend them with you.
So, if I'm understanding this right, the one who's suffering from uncontrollable delusions is the Madame herself? She believes her son is still alive?
That is correct. When the young master disappeared, She was organizing an art exhibit that she had specifically prepared for him. But since she had to leave the house, she was unable to see her son one last time. That might have been the trigger for her regret. Or perhaps the family's fall into loneliness and grief was inevitable as soon as the old master passed away. First the son, and then the mother.
But how could that be? She really looked like she had a handle on everything. Her smile was so lovely, and she even told us to stay optimistic. But you're saying she...
Those actions are proof that she can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality.
Then all the other things that she told us about her son, were those fake too?
No, those were all real. Although they were all things that happened before the young master left us for good. Madame's time has just never moved forward since his passing.
I see. So after her son left, she created a fantasy world where her son was still with her. She was looking for a way to cure his illness when she ran into us.
So how is Zingral now?
She has been in a good mood the past few days, even humming a song when she returned from her stroll. She even began discussing with me the idea of using deliberate guidance to ease the illness. It was all going well, until last night. She spent a whole night staring at the shell the young master left behind, and the words that he had inscribed onto it. Then she broke down once more. I prescribed some sedatives, and she's currently resting.
But then what should we do? How can we help her? There has to be something we can do.
Don't panic, Paimon. Even though this is a devastating piece of news, we must all calm down first. What should we do? I need to think. I need to remember the old house of the hearth and the children who lived in it. Those patients and what their doctors said back then. What if... Dr. Jalacan, have you seen a picture book? The Madame should have brought it back with her.
Are you thinking about trying the guidance therapy she talked to me about before? It's worth a shot. I'll go get the book.
The doctor quickly received the book and handed
Yes,
it to minutes.
this is it.
We still need to finish the adventure and the picture book.
That's right. If what Dr. Jean Lacan said was true, the past few days have been very helpful to Zuria, so we should complete this journey. We need to show her that her child has found a happy ending in the world of her dreams.
But wouldn't that just make it harder for her to accept reality?
One must first face reality before accepting it. The Madame has been crushed by her feelings of grief and can no longer bring herself to face reality. Our first priority would be to get her out of this state.
Right. Before today, I had thought she wanted to use Thelxie's fantastic adventures to save her son. But now, I think she might need it to save herself. And if we could complete it, we should be able to give her some feeling of inspiration and closure. Maybe those feelings would be enough to give her some courage to face reality again.
We're having to give it a try.
There's no time to waste. Let's set off right away.
Oh, back to the lair. Alright, I'll assault into the castle. Alright, deals with a powerful damage here. I'm just need to think of this. Well, I got all the icons here. Why not?
We're here again. This is the final part of Thelxie's journey, but the most important person is missing.
Everyone, please don't be so down and gloomy. Remember what she told us? If we were to feel troubled, the patient would become anxious as well.
You're right. Paimon needs to smile. If we have to give something to Zuria, it should be our smiles. We have to keep smiling as we finish this adventure. And then she'll be able to recover, right everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I'm sure she will.
Oh! Be careful, brave adventurers! Here come the evil monsters that stole the crown! There! This is Cyclops! Let's beat them up!
Watch out, everyone! They're coming at us again!
There's no hope! This Thelxie looks stronger than ever today! We must be going all out! The Temple of Wisdom!
Solidify!
Illusion shattered!
I will have order! Commencing cleanup! Frost is coming!
Yeah.
Oh, we got the final edit, right? We'll replace the crown for you now, Your Highness!
Shine down!
Everyone will do!
Headlining echoing song!
Make yourselves a move!
Day's reckoning! Frost is coming! Hey!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Is this gonna be a scene?
I'm sorry. I have to go. I made a promise to my friends, and I'm already very late.
But, Madame, you're still...
Don't try to stop me. Today's the most important day for treating Thelxie. We'll use the guidance method. Didn't you also say that you think it'd work?
I'm not trying to stop you, Madame. It's just... Could you tell me the name of your child?
Dr. Jalacan, how can you forget the name of your own patient? His name is Thelxie. He's the prince of the kingdom of water imps. We will go today to reclaim his crown and attend his coronation ceremony.
I see. Madame, please rest assured, everything is still on schedule. Your friends have already departed to find... Wait, look. They've already returned.
Zuria! Zuria! We've retrieved the crown!
Paimon, everyone, have you really?
Yes, but the coronation ceremony still hasn't taken place, because we felt like you should be the one to preside over it.
Wonderful, how wonderful! Thelxie, my child, are you hearing this? Everything you lost will now come back to you, and soon, very soon, you will never be lonely again.
And the last page of the picture book. It's still waiting for you to illustrate in color.
Right, the picture book. But I don't know what I should put on the last page.
Don't worry, Thelxie and his friends all know what should go on it. Get ready, Zuria, for you.
Okay, okay.
At last, Thelxie and his friends were able to drive off the final invading monsters and achieve a dashing victory. Their success was complete, and the recovered crown resplendent.
The water imps, finally returning to their homes, showered the prince with love and applause as he greeted them. They once again offered their precious shells to the prince and reconstructed the rainbow bridge of old. As he watched the scene unfold, the prince could not help but be touched by its beauty.
Moved by everyone's happiness, the prince stepped onto the rainbow bridge and took a good look at all the friends who had gone on the journey with him. There stood the traveler, Goddess Paimon, Fremine, and... Huh? Where's the last person? The prince looked frantically around, but could not find the person he wanted to see most. At that moment, the person suddenly appeared on the other side of the bridge. She walked towards him with a smile and slowly lifted her veil.
The prince could not hold back his tears. He recognized then that the mysterious person that had been by his side the whole time was none other than his mother. Surya walked across the bridge and placed the crown above the prince's head. She smiled down upon him as she said, "My prince, my king, you shall never, ever need to feel lonely again."
That's the end of the story, Surya.
Thank you. Thank you all. I am so sorry, my child. Maman should have spent more time with you. Did you hear the story? You'll never have to feel lonely again. Maman loves you too.
What's happening? Is Surya talking to Thelxie?
What is that thing saying?
Quick, put on my diving helmet. There's a transcription module in it that's compatible with Thelxie's output signals. You should be able to use it to understand what Thelxie's saying.
Bernina walks off and put the diving helmet and placing it on your head. So, what Southie is saying...
Maman loves you too.
But I love you more, Maman.
Wait, what is this?
What? Did you see something?
Maman, I'm getting a little sleepy. If it's time for bed, can you hum a lullaby to me again?
Of course, my dearest child. As long as you want to hear it, Mama will always hum for you.
Thank you, Maman. Your lullaby has always been my favorite. Now that I've heard it, I can return to my dream and to the kingdom of water imps in peace.
My poor darling. Please don't forget. I will always love you. My love is greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps.
I won't forget, Maman. And so is my love for you. Greater than the entire distance between here and the kingdom of water imps. Good night, Maman.
Oh, 3 days later, at different minute camp.
Traveler, Paimon, you're here.
Fremine, why did you call us in such a hurry? Did you hear something from Zuria? Oh, if it's not good news, Paimon doesn't want to hear it.
Don't worry, it's definitely great news. The Madame came here for a visit just now with her doctor. Color has returned to her cheeks, and she sounded full of energy as well. She said she'd like to return to the court to continue hosting the art exhibit. But this time, she'll work with her doctor to exhibit some picture books related to the illness. Of course, Thelxie's fantastic adventures and the guidance therapy will be included in the exhibit as well. She'd like to use her experience to help others.
That's wonderful! So it wasn't bad news after all.
Mm-hmm. Here, please take this picture book with you. The Madame wanted you to have it. If at some point in the future you were to run into someone with similar troubles, she hopes the book would be of use to you.
But this is her son's story, right? Is it really okay to give the book to us?
Don't worry, it's just a copy. She still has the original. It's extremely important to her.
Alright, then there's no problem. It feels good knowing we've contributed to something important. Paimon definitely didn't expect the fantasy adventure to be so useful. Paimon was a little worried about how everything would turn out. After all, fantasy is just fantasy.
Paimon, do you know what the Madame said? She said that at the moment when she placed the crown on Thelxie's head, she felt like she really saw something beautiful. Her child had returned, and he told her that he loved her. She also said that was when she was finally able to bid farewell to her son. She felt like at that moment, she was healed by some mystical power, and she was filled with courage from head to toe.
Oh, really? But could that just be another part of her fantasy?
Perhaps. But if fantasy is just fantasy, and the fantasy world is not real, then how could it still grant us these powers that we can continue to use in the real world?
So, perhaps fantasy isn't just fantasy after all.
But what else could it be?
A descent of the fairy tale world into the real world. At that time, the wondrous fairy tale temporarily became reality and influenced real things in our world. That has to be what happened. You saw it too, didn't you?
What? That can't be what happened, right? There's just no way. Wouldn't it be like a miracle if that really happened?
Yes, I suppose that would be a miracle. I hope that everyone who's found themselves in a dark place would be able to see something beautiful and experience a miracle for themselves.
That's all for 3 parts. I don't know what to say. It feels a little more depressed when I heard about the 3rd act. Well, sometimes I had to hold my feelings back. Anyway, here's the last photo of this, the last banner that kind of show up. Anyway, also I can actually get the rewards. Now I got the Fernet. This is actually a character I haven't gone. And got the one imprints. Could be part of the teapot decoration. Anyway, let's see if I can actually continue doing the some of the rewards before the end of the event. I did most of the part of this during my end of the first part. I would say this event is very really tense if someone who has some metalonius syndrome, just to have someone around, just to picture of the happy place that you have thought about something that will keep you comfortable. For me, you know, I'm just need to have a little thought to balance it of what is part of being lonely or not to be. So all the events has been done. So what I'm about to do, even though I have a little extra time, so probably all you have to hold on. Let me think about this. I only got like 22 minutes, so oh god, I think that's awesome. I think I have plenty of time to kind of like rush this doors around just to finish some more obtaining points and see how far am I gonna finish. So hopefully you enjoyed some of the events that I did. So yeah, it's quite like a 2 hour of the story and a couple of hours of doing this event. I will say for sure, I don't have any few words or other opinions about the story. It's very good. I didn't expect it like the 4.2 events will be very depressing for people who think this is having, you know, happy event for this or some epic event. Nope. Yeah, some depressive parts here. I also didn't get Newell, so probably very OP.
Care for the dance. Share my knowledge. Take. This dance is for you.
Dance with me.
Care
Come at the beat.
Shine down. Torn to oblivion.
Killjoy.
All my strength. Dance with the wind. I'm getting sick. The temple of wisdom. Careful.
Witness a great undertaking.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Dance with me.
Position.
Careful dance.
All eyes on me. Make yourself at home.
You can't run. Dance with me.
The shout. Torn to oblivion.
Come at the beat. Feel this ancient power.
I see everything. I'm getting sick.
Careful dance.
This dance is for you. Catch this. Share my knowledge. Everyone hold hands.
Dance with me.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Be a good audience while you care for the dance.
Dance with the wind. The temple of wisdom.
Dance with me.
Ah, close. Almost got that close. Alright, let's see if we can try this again. Alright. Preparing it. I think it's some bugs.
Burst forth.
There is no escape.
Another test subject.
Here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting sick. This dance is for you.
Catch this.
Shine down. The temple of wisdom. Now you shall perish.
Care for the dance.
Dance with the wind.
Killjoy. We only just come at the beat.
With me. Share my knowledge. Commit to memory.
A great undertaking. with me. Shine down. Be it. Burst forth. Another job.
Here. Yeah.
Illusion shadow.
Dance with the waves.
Can't run.
I'm getting sick.
Careful.
Everyone's okay. Share my knowledge.
Have a little taste.
Now you shall perish. Care for a dance. Killjoy. All eyes on me. Dance with me. Come into being. Come after me.
Make yourselves at home.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, close. Gonna go close. Alright, let's see. Right. Start with Venti and use him.
Burst forth.
What time for takeoff? This dance is for you. The Temple of Wisdom.
Care.
I see everything. Brace yourself.
Feel this ancient power.
Grow.
Care for a dance.
Make yourselves at home.
Think
you can get away?
Can't run.
All eyes on me. Here. Yeah.
Job.
Here we go. Time for takeoff. The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. Dance with the waves.
Dance with me. Live. Be a good audience, won't you?
Ah,
Let's play. Think you can get away? This dance is for you. Commit it to memory. Yeah, make yourself at home.
Come into being.
Everyone hold hands. Time for takeoff. With all my strength. Dance with the waves.
Care for a dance.
Let's play. Think you can get away? Share my knowledge.
okay, let's try the different stage.
Shower me with praise. Hey, all eyes on me. The Temple of Wisdom. Let the world collide.
Care for a dance. Nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Dance with me.
Here. Yeah.
Care for a dance.
This dance is for you. Everyone's
Dance with me.
Time to shine.
Be a good audience, won't you? Wind strider. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Make yourselves at home. All eyes on me. I see everything.
Care for a
Let
dance.
lightning echo in song.
The wind knows me. Dance with me!
The Temple of Wisdom! Grow, grow, grow!
The show's only just
Dance with the
begun.
wings! Time to shine!
Dance. One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. Fine.
A minute to memory!
Another test subject.
Here we go! Here!
Another test.
This dance is for you!
As one with wind and cloud.
Another test subject.
Let the world collide! Everyone hold hands!
Dance with
Temple of
me.
Wisdom!
Care for the dance.
May I dance with the wings! This way through!
Fallen leaves. Dance with me. Adorn my night.
Okay. Let's try something else that's different. That will actually do.
Trust and rebuild! Jumpy dumpy go! Make yourselves a move!
I got careless.
Time for takeoff! I'm getting sick of this game. Commit to memory! Hey! The Temple of Wisdom! Think you can get away? Fast! Fine, fine, fine!
Care for the
Torrent, bring refuge!
Another test subject.
care for the dance.
Make yourselves a move!
Catch this.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff!
Dance with me.
Billowing surge!
The show's only just begun. Care for the dance.
Here we go! Think you can get away?
Dance with me.
Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Another test subject.
Sharing my knowledge! Hey! Time for takeoff! Torrent, bring refuge!
Care for the dance. Dance with me.
Temple of Wisdom! Grow, grow, grow!
The show.
Another test subject.
Think you can get away? Billowing surge!
Alright, I think this level is like quite impossible for me to like climb out to over 60.
Another test subject.
Now you shall perish! Strike a pose!
Another test subject.
Time for takeoff!
Use Tia? Guess so.
Let my name echo in song!
Care for the dance.
Torn to oblivion!
I think I will, but
Dance
Careful. Think you can get away?
Time to shine! I see everything!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
The Temple of Wisdom! This way for you. Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Following order.
The show begins!
Illusion shattered!
Brace yourself.
Care for the dance.
Killjoy!
Torn to oblivion!
Think you can get away? May I present? Alina! Stop that!
There is no escape!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Care for the dance. Inazuma shines eternal! Care for illusion shattered!
Time to shine! Time for takeoff. You can't run! Everyone hold hands!
Killjoy! We've only just...
Make yourselves at home!
Now you shall perish!
Alright. Let's see how Kyo works now.
By royal...
Another side.
Sharing my knowledge!
Couldn't let your guard down.
Care for the dance.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! Haste!
Dance with me! Frozen. Care for the dance.
The Temple of Wisdom! I summon thee!
Killjoy! We've only just begun. You can run, but you can't hide.
Shadow Raven! Let night fall!
Freeze! Another shot. Oh, so sorry.
Make yourselves a move!
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. No time to lose.
Care for the
All
dance.
for Neophyte!
Dodge this.
Wings of Darkness! Come, sever... Everyone hold hands!
We'll be frozen in the dark.
Care for the dance.
Riptide.
Yeah, it's a little lagging, sorry about that.
I see everything! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
You can't run.
Sharing my knowledge!
Well, freeze. You can run, but you can't hide. Oh, so sorry.
I'm getting sick of this game.
I'm checking.
Care for the dance.
Couldn't let your guard down. As you wish,
Care for the dance.
Everyone hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom!
This one will be frozen in time.
Dance with me!
Oh, well, at least I tried. Right. Let's try something a little small for the dungeon, because this is all in Do you play an Asian server? I used to. Yeah, you could check them out on my previous streams. It was like a year ago that I should did. I'm not sure. I haven't been back to the Asian server for long. Oh, well, I'm lowering the difficulty.
Another test.
All eyes on me. Make yourself a Let lightning echo in song. Shadow Raven, let night dance with the waves.
Care for a dance.
Sharing my knowledge. Time to shine. Positions. Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from day. How brilliant! A minute to memory.
Care for a dance.
Make yourself at home.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Let my name echo in song. Follow my strength.
Care for a dance.
All eyes on me.
Dance with me.
Ha!
Care for a dance.
Sharing my knowledge.
Oh god.
As you wish.
I'm doing a lot of quick stabs.
Time to shine.
Okay.
Care for a dance.
Temple of Wisdom. This twist is for you. Midnight Phantasmagoria. Let my name echo in song.
Care for a dance.
Still, great man, I think to get the 60 points. Alright, I'm gonna finish out some of the remaining ones. It's been past 3 hours. Or
Burst forth.
Shower me with praise.
Witness the great undertaking.
Shine down. Let the world collide.
Torn to oblivion.
Let my name echo in song. Now you shall perish. May I present
Feel this ancient power.
illusion shattered.
Deflect.
Time to shine.
Torn to oblivion. The process of elimination. Burst forth.
Shine down. Let the world collide.
Come into being.
Now you shall perish.
Deflect.
Let my name
alright,
echo in
I reached the
song.
6,000.
Illusion shattered.
Burst forth.
Inazuma shines eternal.
The process of elimination.
Strike a pose. Time to shine. Now you shall perish.
Alright, that's 3, yeah. That's 8,000. Alright, one last thing to do right here. Alright, I'm just gonna pop this up.
Allow me.
Think you can get away?
A moment, please. Stay cool. Face your gift.
Let my name echo in song. Shower me with praise.
Time for takeoff.
Hold the line.
Have a safe trip.
Time to shine.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
Let's begin.
Oh, this is a quick way to get points.
Let my name echo in song.
Time for takeoff.
Way out. Stay cool. Face your guilt.
Yahoo! Think you can get away?
Let's begin. Have a safe trip.
Time for takeoff.
Turret, bring refuge.
Stay cool.
Alright, 1,000. Oh, I got 1,000. Alright. I think I need to figure out how to doing this. Right after that, I had to check on the stats. And finally, I'll be done with this Genshin stream. Okay.
Make yourselves at home.
Job. Busted. Witness my great undertaking.
Think you can get away? Here comes the captain. Care for the dance.
Everyone hold hands.
Care for the dance.
Share my knowledge.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff. Game's up. Time's up.
I see everything. The Temple of Wisdom.
Think you can get away? Things are about to get dicey. Care for the dance. Care for the dance. Care.
Burst forth.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Yeah, been playing Genshin for a while. You should actually try some of them. I mean, I haven't stopped doing Genshin for a year. Close to 6,000.
Here we go. Think you can get away?
Moment of birth.
Care for the dance. Things are about to get dicey. Would it glide any faster?
Dance with me. I see everything.
Care for
Make
the
yourselves at home.
Come to be.
Well, I'll take the point I get. Whew. I guess lowering the difficulty will do for now. I think that's all for the challenge. I wonder what I'm missing here. I wonder what I'm missing here. Ah, yes, the rewards. There's a long way to go to finish out the battle pass, so I've only got like 18 days left, so I may have to rush into doing the commission. So I finally finished the Pixel Fantasy Adventures, which is a short hour of the story. So the event is quite the emotional pack. So if you haven't missed anything around, you could check out around. You could just play back around the beginning and see for yourself to know how this story impacts. So I finally got a permit. I haven't got much. I think I got him in my party. So I gotta check his stats. This is what he has on his artifact. So I don't know how am I supposed to end. I don't know how I'm supposed to end my stream here. So I'm just gonna say for sure. So thank you for coming by to this full Flex event. So it's very packed for the events to be. Even though I hold back my emotions, hold back some of the thoughts about this event, I think the event is great, and something I'll have to kind of like think through this one. But probably on the next event that will open up is the really fun game, fun tactic quizzes. I think it has been a while since we haven't done a fun guy tactical for back in like 3 point something. I'm not sure. I'm very concerned about my mind here. Alright. So if you haven't been back doing Genshin, I suggest you could just explore around and just see what's up for the story. Man, 4.2 is quite very depressed for people who wasn't ready for some like what's up next. What was the next coming of the act? So I did a lot of map. I did a lot of grinds, and did a lot of mostly the builds. So I'm still working around some of the saving some Primogems and stuff. So let's just head back to the port side of the quartz, and then I can actually end up there. Hour ago I did. Yeah, I did the story and that stuff. Yeah, it's so sad that I got like my net around my party. I'm only interested in some lore. Oh, really? That's sweet. Finally got a lot of all the Archon. I'm still working for now. For now. There's also a video that is back behind to see how the orchestrated does for a packing story, I guess. So let me see if there are any quests I did. I done the story, like that. So all of the activity quest is done. So I'm gonna wait for probably around next week for another event. So I'll stick the by and just see what comes next. So I'm taking a break, and I'll be doing some editing from my stream here. Anyways, thank you for coming by to the stream. Although I was very less speechless, and I haven't checked my audio. And if you have been missing out with this, what is this event from? The graphic advisor technically experienced the log. It's quite a daily snapshot that you have to kind of like go around from Fontaine. I mean from Thelxie and just take a photo to get some rewards. I kind of missed it out. Although I did save some scenes for those who haven't missed out with it, so you could check it out from the beginning of the scene. Although it will be cut off shortly, so I have to make sure of it. Anyways, I gotta stop on my Twitch.
Osmanthus wine tasted.
Anyways, I'm in an NA account, so I've been doing this NA for a long time. Level 60, haven't advanced any levels yet. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming by. You could check around my previous live stream, and hopefully you get a mind about it, and so on. I don't know how to end, so I'm gonna say this. Like, subscribe, and notify that if I'm live up, even though I don't usually do scheduling, even though if it's in my mind, if I will be able to schedule up and just do something like streaming about it. And coming soon that I'll be doing a little bit of celebration around this channel for my 10-year anniversary. Alright, Kia. Bye bye. Oh, on my 10-year anniversary of this channel, so I'll be sure to kind of like notify and stay tuned for it. So I'll be sure to ask for it. Anyway, thank you. Have a great day. Have a great all for the stream, and I'll be sure to have something to edit by. I know this is actually a full event that I've been saving up and just having to go on. Even though I have to struggle with the domain thing. Okay. See you around on the next Genshin Impact, or probably around my 10-year anniversary of this channel. See ya. What I'm gonna do, I'll probably have to do some sponsor of this. Oh well. Alright. Bye.